Hello, on the Binge Watch. Today I'm mostly going to be talking about Ash vs. Evil Dead. So, Ash vs. Evil Dead is the sequel to the original Evil Dead trilogy, which, to be fair, as most Evil Dead fans know, we never thought we'd get a fourth movie, especially after the remake came out, but Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell put all our ideas together, and we got a series. The series is everything that you love about the movies, even down to the continuity errors and the fact that nothing seems to link in, because throughout the making of this, it's kind of like with Evil Dead 2, they couldn't get the rights to Evil Dead 1 back to reference it. When it comes to the series, they couldn't get the rights for Army of Darkness, so they couldn't really reference that he'd went back in time. I mean, they kind of hint at it, and in fact in season 3 there's an outright show that he went back in time. It's funny, it's violent, it's just everything that makes Evil Dead Evil Dead. We get an aged Bruce Campbell with a new, younger cast that see him as this hero, the person who's going to save the world from the Deadites, and one of the strongest aspects of it is supporting cast. So the films is pretty much just Bruce Campbell, brilliant Bruce Campbell, as Ash Williams, on his own, fighting evil. This time he has a supporting characters, he has a team, and as they start to grow, he becomes more dependent on them as they're dependent on him. His team properly grows on you, and they work, they're three completely different characters, they bounce off each other so well, that it makes the show really, really enjoyable and more interesting to watch, and like I said, it expands it outside of the dynamic of the movies. It's funny and it's entertaining. That is why I love it. Sadly, Starz have cancelled the series. They announced this 2 weeks before the finale, with 2 episodes still to go, and not long after that, Bruce Campbell came out and said, "I'm retiring from playing Ash Williams." He's finally retired from the role that made him famous all those years ago, and honestly that's devastating, because this was initially planned to be a 5-season run. So there's a lot of unanswered questions from season 3. And on the note of season 3, it is by far the best season so far. Seasons 1 and 2 are great, but in my opinion the finales for both of them were pretty weak. There's minor spoilers throughout this. Both finales ended in the cabin, and I don't know, just didn't do it for me. This whole season, a different pace. Ash gets a daughter that he didn't know about. This leads to a new dynamic for him, and to be honest, this series, he gets the most character growth that he's got throughout the whole thing. The finale is big and grand, bigger than anything done before. In fact, actually, if I didn't know it had been cancelled, I'd say it plays off really nicely as a final episode, as a final goodbye to him, just by the way the episode goes. I don't want to throw out any spoilers. But then it's that final scene. This is a big spoiler, this one, so if you don't want to hear this bit, skip ahead. After Ash takes down the giant Deadite, he wakes up in the future. We basically get that alternate ending to Army of Darkness again, where he sleeps too long and he's in a destroyed dystopian future. This time he wakes up from some sort of hypersleep, brand new mechanical hand, some cyborg chick. Basically it looked like we were going to get like a Mad Max style season for season 4. You can't leave us on that, you can't end the series on that. Yeah, so overall, Ash vs. Evil Dead is a very fun series, especially if you're a fan of the original trilogy. And considering we never thought we were going to get a 4th movie, to get 30 episodes, like say as the aim is like 15 just under 2-hour movies, it's more than we ever could ask for. So thank you Sam Raimi, thank you Bruce Campbell, we love it. And if you ever want to change your mind and come back and do those final 2 seasons, we won't complain. Apart from that, the only thing I've really been watching is Black Sails on Amazon Prime. I'm about halfway through that now. I've just finished season 2, going into season 3 of its 4-season run. That is amazing. This series is absolutely amazing. We got fictional pirate characters of like Captain Flint and John Silver, mixed in with real life historical pilots like Hornigold, Charles Vane, Jack Rackham. So a few more I can't remember off the top of my head. It's all about them going after this massive ship of Spanish gold, and on the way just all sorts of different side storylines and things kicking off, keep getting in the way. And it's a very exciting series. There's constantly something going on. It's one of the most binge-worthy shows I've watched, because you always just want to know what happens. You want to keep going. Like I said, it ran for 4 seasons. I looked at it recently, got cancelled in this year by What You Doing, Starz? you make me fall in love with another TV series just to cancel that one as well. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish that one by next week so I can do a quick review on that. Other than that, I've not really watched anything else, not really had the time. I'm very excited to see that the Frankenstein Chronicles Season 2 has been put on Netflix, so I will quickly get through that because Season 1 was fantastic. It's Sean Bean at his most Sean Beanie. So yeah, that's all I've got time for this week. I will be putting out another episode this week based on The Room and Best Friends, but more on that in the next video.